Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Patriots going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And now another one thrown incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. And hauled in here by Rivera. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third.
Here we go.
To throw is Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Wiggles free. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation, because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 30 yards there.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right near midfield. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Let's go!
On first and goal, Dixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
He'll drop to throw. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Watson off play action. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. It'll bring up third down. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Right side caught Fedorowicz. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hoover. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding some room at midfield. And Cooks has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Here we go. Flex round.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Flex round. Here we go.
Now they send a man in motion right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw here. Pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And this one is right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with
now a hit and a loose football. So at halftime, don't worry, Larry, if this were a regular season game, people would be thrilled to watch your halftime highlight show. But instead, in week 3 of the preseason, we need to get to the 3rd quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense check.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
They'll begin the drive with Carson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Here we go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right. Let's go. What? None.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
On play action, they'll throw. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. K1 Short, busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it fights him off. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Whoosh. Still going. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. First down, they go with Dixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He finds McKinnon complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Pass complete. But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Now Glennon. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Texans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Glennon. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Rich. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Let's go. Good, good. Good, good. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
On 3rd down, Rich. Wide open receiver complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Set. Green. Leopard. Leopard.
On 1st and 10, Rich. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, real. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Patriots have it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Looking to throw. Rich.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. This is Dixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
The tight end changing his position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing again. Rich. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Bucky Hodges, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Patriots have it. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw. Rich. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.